Today is the 11th day of Life Day, and we are going to be tasting something a little special. Something that you may not be able to find too easily because it's something that we have created ourselves. We call this sauce hop, drop, and roll. That's because the secret ingredient is hop. The, the heat will have you dropping and rolling to put out the fire that has consumed you.
So this is a really hot sauce that the two of us cooked up. The main ingredient is an IPA, and it also has ghost peppers, habaneros, hot wax peppers, onion, vinegar, and sugar.
To talk a little bit about can you just really briefly talk about what the creation of this sauce is like? So I think we took the peppers, we de-seeded them, we took out the
Yep.
rind, we roasted them in the oven,
Did we roast
broiled them
them?
maybe.
No, we simmered them with the IPA for a long time.
Okay, so there was no roasting, so it was simmering with
Yep.
also some um, onion. Is there onion?
Yep. There's onion.
Because I can definitely smell it. And then it just gets blended up, and there you
Blended
have
up
it.
and bottled. Yep. And
So I'm gonna go ahead and
it's spicy.
yeah, it is
I was very
spicy.
generous, and I probably shouldn't have been.
I'm gonna be pretty generous as well. Okay, who's asking who a question?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, great.
So every once in a while, we're going to talk about the Star Wars RPG, since that's sort of what started all of the stuff that we make.
Hmm.
Um, so my question for you is, having played the Star Wars RPG and played a dozen characters at this
Hmm.
point, what is one alien species that you've never played that you
Uh,
would like to play?
okay, bottoms up. It's hot,
Yeah,
hotter than I
it's hot.
remember. It's good.
So we chose to do this one rather than uh, repeat too many of the same uh, company, like the same
Hmm.
brands
Hmm.
over and over again this week and a half. Um, whew, this thing's spicy.
To
I'll
answer
share
your
the recipe
question,
for it in the notes down there.
yeah. Yeah, I've played a lot of characters. I've never played a Wookiee. I think it would be kind of fun to play a campaign where you're a Wookiee and nobody speaks Wookiee.
I have GM'd a campaign where somebody was a Tals and nobody spoke Tals. The Tals, there's one of them in the cantina. They're these big furry white creatures with a little snoot. Yeah, a little kazoo. Yeah,
Uh-huh. I would be like, it would be a one-off, and it would be
it
basically,
can be very funny. Misunderstandings are fun,
uh-huh.
um, but eventually you probably need a translator droid.
Hmm. Yeah, it's got some heat. The beer taste is really coming through.
Yeah,
Um, it
it's got a
makes it
nice
very,
amount of sweetness to it too.
it's pretty complicated flavor. I think that the beer gives it kind of like a fermenty taste,
Mhm.
which is very unusual for hot sauce, but interesting.
You know, a lot of people make fermented hot sauce, but you don't see a lot of them on the shelves.
So I gotta say a quick story. Make sure if you make your own hot sauce, make sure you refrigerate them because they will last longer. But
Yeah.
I took a hot sauce I had made on a trip and I forgot to put it in the refrigerator. I left it out all day just for like 12 hours. And in that 12 hours, it fermented enough that when I took it and I opened it, the fermentation had built up pressure in it, and as I opened it, it psh, shot hot sauce right into my eyes.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
It's the one place you don't want hot sauce to be.
yeah. So don't be careful about letting them ferment.
What do you think about a planet for this one?
Spicy. It's complicated. It has a lot of stuff going on. I think with the like spice, the onion, the fermenty beer taste, a tiny bit of sweetness.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. It's a little complicated in its flavor. It also looks just it's not a pretty color.
No, it's not great.
It's not a green hot sauce. It's a brownish yellow hot
Mm-hmm.
sauce. I want to call this one Nar Shaddaa.
And what is Nar Shaddaa?
Nar Shaddaa is a city planet that orbits the Hutt homeworld. So the Hutt homeworld itself is just this like gross, swampy place, but then
Mm-hmm.
Nar Shaddaa is just filled with huts and scum and villainy
Hmm.
and that sort of stuff. It's
So
the
you're saying
smuggler's moon.
you're saying our sauce is full of scum.
Our
Nice.
sauce, I mean, okay, so it looks like it's full of scum. This is not,
Gotcha.
it's an ugly sauce.
Hey, fair enough.
But there's a lot going on.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us on this 11th day of Life Day, and tune in tomorrow for the final day of Life Day. And until then,
May the spice be with you.
always.